Good afternoon, everybody. We're going for a little ride, about a 50k ride actually, on the old Duo Mixty 19, yeah, probably 1967 model, I think, as far as I can determine. About 50 years old, thereabouts. We're off to Swansea. We should do about 530 metres of climbing. See if we can find a few interesting things on the way along. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting ride because we're going to try and leave it in top gear, treating it as a single speed with an 80-inch gear. Not sure if I can do this, but we will find out. Definitely find out. I shall also concentrate on trying to talk a little bit clearer into this YouTube thing. Okay, I think we're off. My favourite bakery, Corner Bakery. The coffee shop's open for takeaways. The barber's shut. Delivery truck's in full flight, and we're away. Okay, we've got Buckley's Road. Nice to turn left actually. Quite a headwind coming up there. Quite a headwind coming up. Okay, that's the outward bound leg of Rutley's Road, just about out of the way. We'll now make a left, as they say in America. We'll make a C. We'll see. Well, here we are at the Memora traffic lights, 7k down, 43 to go. Hey. Shopping still popular? Yep. A few people down at the return on. Okay. Just topped the first long pull. The short downhill now to one of our first 6% pinches. Reduce speed, it says. Really? 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 faces. Now we're at the highest point of the ride. At 90 metres. We start at sea level, up and down a bit. Yeah. Quite amazing. Everything burnt. This was a service station and everything burnt except for the big plastic prawn who sits there majestically across the west side sign. West side, I guess, possibly means the west side of Lake Macquarie. Yeah. Okay, we better get on with it. That's the first of the 6% pools out of the way. We're quite happy with that. Cut up there seated, not too much strain, just a little. Okay. A little bit of downhill now before the next one. A little bit of a pause just to look across here. Three chimneys in the distance. That's the I can't think of the name of it, but that is one of the powerhouses on the eastern side of the lake. Yeah, and then we've got all this bush. There's some fabulous trails down through there, and right across there you can probably see Lake Macquarie. Up quite high at the moment, probably about 90 metres above sea level. Not high in Kosciuszko terms, but high for coastal. So yeah, this is the sort of country we're traversing. Beautiful, beautiful country. Let's get on with it. There's little old Steve waiting. What a marvellous machine. Well, on with it, onward bound. Yeah, good. Just topped the second big pull, or the second big pinch. That one reached a 7%. Still did it seated, so happy. That road there leads down to down a little village, Catherine Hill Bay, which has now become a bigger village with modern development. Shame. But in the name of what they call progress, yeah, I know. Ah, it's good. You see a motorbike. Reckon when you reach the top of the first climb, they should build a bridge right to the top of the last climb. So then you got level playing field. Good idea, I suppose. Anyway, not what we've got. So we've got a little bit of downhill here. Downhill, pardon me, downhill. Because after every downhill, there comes an uphill. 7%, 6%, thereabouts. 7%. Pretty good. One thing about 80-inch gear, 80-inch gear, or gear-inch ratio, is your pedal doesn't have to go around as many times. Always got to look for the brighter side. Yeah. So we can go downhill now. That means another uphill. Okay. Okay, just crested the last of the big pools. Got a little rise to go here, and then it's all downhill all the way to Swansea. Been good so far. Yeah. Just had a bit of trouble trying to get the GoPro in gear, but it's right now. So, okay, we'll head off. Ciao. See you in Swansea. Okay, here we are at downtown Swansea. It's the easy part of the ride. This might take a little cruise down the bike path. Not many. Hey. Okay, well, we've got a bit of shade here. Might just take a look at the bike. See what we're riding. There she is. The Hallmark, about 1957, 1959, that area. Hallmark Duo, made in Japan. What sort of steel, I don't know. But definitely a different sort of bike to ride than the modern bikes. The rake, for a start on the fork, means that climbing out of the saddle is a little more difficult. Bike gets very, what's the best word, wobbly when you climb out of the saddle, but after a while you get used to it and it's possible to climb reasonably respectably. The Mixty is supposed to be, it's a Hallmark Mixty. It's the configuration mixed, sort of something halfway between a boys and a girls bike, I suppose, man's and a ladies bike. What have I done to it? Since we've had I've set a new set of tyres, and there, I don't know the brand of those, I think Duo, no, Duro, G-U-R-O, and they're 27 by, they say, 1 3/8. They actually measure about 29 mil, which is not real wide at all, although they've done 400k of gravel riding with Lyle Paul and his boys and the Mulga Bill's shearers ride. I don't think the front hub may not be original. It's a quick release hub with an alloy centre, so possibly not. There's some reasonably nice lug work in a couple of areas, and it fades away to pretty average lug work down the bottom bracket area. Of course, there's no clipless pedals. The seat, which looks atrocious, is actually extremely comfortable. It was going to be the first thing I threw away when I got the bike, but it ain't going nowhere. It squeaks, so it keeps you company too. But I don't know, I should get cranky at the squeak, squeak, squeak. But no, I've got used to it and it's fine. It's part of the bike as far as I'm concerned. It's actually got a 3-speed Sturmey Archer SRC3 hub. And the ratios on those, if you go in gear inches, 80 for the top gear, 60 gear inches for the middle gear, which is a direct drive, and it's the way it's geared at the moment, 45 gear inches for low gear. So low gear is not particularly low, but what I'm doing today is we're actually riding from Mannering Park to Swansea, which is over 500 metres of climbing and 50 k's, and leaving it, riding it as a single speed using the top gear. There's a few little extras on it that don't come with a bike this age. The Sturmey Archer hub is a current model hub, and way ahead of what would normally been on the bike. When I bought it, it had a shonky single speed hub, coaster brake hub on it. Oh, the brakes. The brakes are actually coaster brake or back pedal brake, as when we were kids we used to call them. And they're reasonably effective. Don't give any trouble, just would not like the chain to break. We might have no brakes. The extras, well, the pump is an extra. It sort of shares duties between this and the road bike. At the moment, the bell, which I got from Brad, that's quite effective. That's certainly an extra. The Topec handlebar bag sort of just hangs there, sort of, but it does the job, and it's not original equipment, of course. The handlebar grips, I don't know where they come from, but they're quite good. There was no handlebar grips when I first got the bike, and I liked it that way, but longer rides, the handlebar grips come in handy. The little tail light, let's go. Flash away. It's an extra, of course, modern silicon bodied thing. Tyres, the Duro tyres, they cost $20 each, about $40 a pair. They're quite economical and they wear well. They give quite a nice ride and roll nicely. They've probably done a couple of thousand k's now, I reckon. Anyway, that's the bike. Another extra, of course, is the phone holder. But I don't usually have the phone on the bike, and I don't usually have the Garmin on. But that's special for this trip today because I'm seeing how we go riding the 80-inch gear all the way from Mannering Park to Swansea and return. Okay, that's the bike. We'll get on with the job now. Well, with some trepidation, we are about to embark, or I am about to embark, on the ride home. Now there are two long climbs, not particularly steep, but long, and one little 9% pinch. Some say 10%, I'm going to be kind and say 9, which I may even have to get off on this gearing and walk, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. So, okay, up to the roundabout, and what happens then is we've got about 4k of climbing to the equal highest point of the ride. Best get it done, I think. In fact, we'll leave it on until I get around the roundabout. Snuck through on that one. I'll leave the GoPro off until I get near the top of the climb, otherwise I'll just bore you to tears. Okay, woohoo! Up and over. I would. Now at the base of the last big climb, or last longish climb. Wouldn't call any of them big. Not really. Unless you're being an idiot and riding an 8-inch gear single speed, not even a good 8-inch gear, because a bit of extra friction in the drive system, extra weight. Bike weighs about 15 kilos. Good part of that is the steel wheels, steel rims. Steel frame is probably not the lightest steel. 36 spoke wheels. Yeah. Straight spokes, no buttered spokes. A few little extras. Plenty of time to think when you're climbing like this. Just about got it. You have time to think when you climb like this. I think I've been thinking about e-bikes. The e-bike. My pet. I love them. Why do they have gears? Why do they have gears? Not sure. My gears are a dependency. So with e-bike, with gears, with a double dependency. Oh yes, it's needed for some. Not for me to judge, no. I see the top of the hill. As they say, just keep churning till the butter comes. Keep churning till the butter comes. Well, I can say one thing for sure, it wasn't fast. That was done. A lot of fun. Back again to a equal height. Three kilometres an hour past the big prawn. Good. That 23 kilometres per hour is just incidental. Not important, but interesting. Basically, downhill to Marine Park from here. Basically, a few little rises, but pretty easy cruising. Got a beautiful afternoon. I'm a happy coaster. Been wanting to try that ride in this gear a long time. This old bike, made in 1957, it still covers the ground. Wheels go round and round, but covers the ground. Doesn't make a sound. Over hill, over dale, over gravel, over shale. I like to ride my bike. I like to ride my bike to the beat of the man on the street. No, not gonna make it. Ah well. Okay, I'm running down home. 48, nearly 49 k's done. What do we make of all that? Well, I'll look at it this way. I set out to ride that ride, an 80-inch gear. So, mission accomplished. What sort of summary? Well, the summary is that it's slower than running, say, a 64-inch gear, which I normally run. And the 64-inch gear is on a lightweight carbon single speed. It probably maxes out at about 10 kilograms. The 80-inch gear that I use today drives for a 3-speed hub, so it has friction losses, and it's the bike I'm riding weighs in a little over 15 kilos the way I rode it today. Interesting is, legs feel good. Was there ever any stage where I wanted to pull that gear lever down to a lower ratio? No. If I had, I wouldn't have found out whether I could do this or whether I couldn't. Let's face facts, it's not a great achievement, but it puts another thing to bed for me. It's been a good ride. Thanks for coming along. I'll have some facts and figures shortly. Okay. Average speed for the whole ride, as far as was actually 16.5 kilometres per hour. Would be fast with the right gearing, but that was not the point. The point was to see that the whole ride could be done in the highest possible gear, 80 gear inches. Mission accomplished. That's about all to say. A few other specs is 520 metres climbed, 51 kilometres, and was ridden. Maximum speed was 44 kilometres per hour. A lot of fun, all good. Thanks for coming along. Ciao.